Welcome into the live desk on this Monday morning. I'm Janae Hancock. I wanted you to take a look at this video right here on your screen once again. We are officially just 2 weeks away from Memorial Day, the unofficial start of summer, and a record number of people are expected to travel this holiday. So, of course, we are joined now by Nick Chabarria with AAA. Nick, as I have already told you, I am always so excited to see you because that means the holidays are not too far away. Thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. Just how many people are expected to travel this Memorial Day?
Yeah, I'm glad I can bring the good news here on a dreary Monday. As you mentioned, a record number of Americans are expected to travel for this Memorial Day holiday period. That's just over 45 million Americans are expected to travel domestically, traveling more than 50 miles away from home between May 22nd and May 26th. That is up about 3% from last year, and again, a record setting year as we continue to see travel increasing year over year, really since going back to 2021.
And as we talk about travel increasing year over year, most people for Memorial Day, they typically hit the roads. Is that right?
Yeah, the vast majority of folks that are expected to travel this year, about 40 million people will take road trips, and that's very popular for Memorial Day. It's a driving heavy holiday. People maybe sticking a little bit closer to home or taking the family road trip to the lake. But no surprise that the vast majority of folks will be driving to their Memorial Day destination.
And Nick, we've had some unfortunate incidents as far as air travel is concerned this year alone. So, does that mean you all have seen maybe an increase, or you're expecting those who typically take to the skies to not do that this year because of those unfortunate events that we've seen?
Yeah, that could be a small part of it. In general, though, even looking back at past Memorial Days, it always is a road trip heavy holiday. And again, even with some of those issues with air travel you mentioned, we're still expecting to see about a 2% increase from last year, with just about over 3.5 million folks flying over the Memorial Day holiday period. So, if those incidents are weighing on some folks' minds, it's not really reflective in what we're expecting to see for this Memorial Day.
And you talk about weighing on folks' minds. Also, we have to be talking about gas prices because I know a lot of people are going to be wondering what they're going to pay at the pump. So, can you kind of give us a breakdown of prices right now?
Yeah, and it's good news for those folks that are taking road trips for Memorial Day. Gas prices are setting up right now to see some pretty significant year-over-year savings. On both sides of the border, the Kansas statewide average right now $2.82, in Missouri $2.80, and that's about 40 to 45 cents cheaper than where we were at this time last year. So some good news for folks that are going to be taking those road trips. They'll likely see some year-over-year savings when they go to fill up at their local gas stations.
That's some good news. So that means even if you don't plan on traveling, maybe go get that gas now and just keep your car in the garage and hold on to that gas because it seems pretty cheap right now. Nick, let's talk about best and worst times to hit the roads.
Yeah, no surprise here. Some of the days right around the Memorial Day weekend will be the busiest. It's expected, really that Thursday and Friday and those afternoon hours, folks, taking a couple days or a day off of work, leaving early, anywhere from noon to about 8 p.m. Some of the busiest congestion expected on Thursday and Friday. Same way on the return trip on Monday, especially those evening hours as folks try to extend their weekend as long as possible, especially around the major metro areas. Anywhere from about 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock at night are expected to be some of the heaviest on the Monday coming home.
And Nick, before I let you go, any final tips for our viewers? I mean, whether they're going to be taking to the skies or hitting the roads, what advice do you have for them to really make this holiday very easy for them?
Well, again, really anticipate that higher volume out on the roads and in the airports, especially if you're traveling, if you're flying, anticipate those extra crowds getting through security. Make sure you have your real ID with you or a passport to make sure you can get through those TSA lines. And if you're hitting the road, again, get road trip ready beforehand. Make sure your battery, tires, oil is all up to date on your vehicle and changed when it should be. And again, really just we hope everybody has a safe and enjoyable Memorial Day weekend.
As always, Nick Chabarria with AAA. Thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. That's also a great tip, the Real ID that went into effect May 7th. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. And if you don't have the Real ID, you'll just be spending a little bit more time with TSA. But Nick, thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. Again, giving you the latest information. We know that AAA is projecting 45.1 million people to travel at least 50 miles from home over the Memorial Day holiday period. That starts May 22nd to May 26th.